What did you know about the graceful cursed nymph of the Lys stream? And what about the beautiful fairytale castle not far from Gressoney Saint Jean in Aosta Valley? Hi, I'm Lawrence and I'm here to tell you many stories around the world from my human point of view. Before starting, help me to grow this project, snap me a like and subscribe. Back to us. Okay, very interesting questions. To find the correct answer we have to go back to a cold autumn day in 2022 when I suddenly found myself wandering around the pretty village of Gressoney Saint Jean on the Italian Alps of Aosta Valley. My goal was to reach Castel Savoia, a fairytale castle built by Queen Margherita of Savoy at the end of the 19th century. Yes, Margherita, the queen of pizza. But one step at a time, guys, yes. At that moment I was looking for a path, a very easy walk through the woods to the castle, and after exploring the area a bit, I found it. It was one of those days when nature is confused. The beautiful and romantic autumn seems to leave the scepter to the ancient wisdom of winter. So in that moment there was no winter and no autumn. It was Wintum, or Haunter. Okay, I'm sorry, actually there are no Pokemon here. No, much better, there is a legend. Stories say that within the valley there is a hidden place where nature is flourishing and the ancient magic is alive. An impossible to reach place protected by nature spirits, gnome folk and strong trolls. Is the kingdom of the Nymph of the Lys, a truly powerful and ancient creature that rules from the lakeside palace made of water over the woodland realm. Although her kingdom is incredibly beautiful, this queen is also very curious, so she sometimes approaches human villages in search of information. A few people met her in the past, and they've gone completely nuts. It is said that it is able to enchant with her melodious singing and that only a few manage to avoid falling in love with it so much that it becomes an obsession that leads to catatonia. Obviously, this is the way this nymph has to make anyone forget her existence. However, this beautiful creature also has a mysterious and dark secret. She is always looking for a groom. That's because on new moon nights, due to a curse, she usually becomes a fearful big black snake with fiery red eyes. It is said that only those who are able to feel true love for her can break this curse for the duration of their life, obviously marrying her. Catatonia or marriage? While walking I was seriously thinking I didn't really want to meet this creature, so after half an hour I reached my destination. Castel Savoia is a castle with a really fairytale vibe. As I said, it was built at the end of the 19th century, designed by Emilio Stramucci, and was used as holiday villa by Queen Margherita of Savoy. Yes, it is actually a villa, it's smaller than a castle. The queen lived here spending long periods of vacation hosting many interesting people, artists and poets, whose company she loved. Until 1925, when she began to be a bit old. Among these we remember the famous Giosuè Carducci, Italian poet, writer, literary critic and teacher. It can be visited and I advise you to book it if you are interested. As for me, I wandered around the structure. I was looking for the perfect shot among splendid autumn yellow conifers and in the distance the Liscam glacier of Monte Rosa. I have to say, this place is perfect for making great photos. And then look at those spiky towers. Shouldn't you expect a beautiful princess to come by any moment and wave? Or wouldn't a knight in shining armor and long sword look good on it? My imagination was traveling to Neverlands. After shooting every stone of this castle, my time was up, so I decided to go back to base, and as I walked through the woods I was struck by a light of awareness, which was that if the beautiful song of the nymph is similar to the sound of the fresh water of the river, I could probably lose my mind too.